Welcome back. We are changing things up a little bit. I'll take a break on the shipbuilding. As I said in my HMS Endeavor unboxing and everything, that I had a Partworks project going on, and it is FANHOMES Build Your Own R2D2. I really didn't start this channel until I was already past my third pack, so which would be the third month. But what I'm going to do is go through issue by issue. We'll start with the first pack, which is issue 1 and 2, and show you all what it is. And there's a lot of people doing this build, on Facebook and everything, and I'm not trying to copy anybody. So I'm just gonna do it, I guess, my way, and show you how I do things anyways. So before we get started here on this, not only do you get this, but you also get this, and it's a kind of a pull out, and it's probably going to be hard to see on my camera. But so anyways, this is the size that it is right here. It's a 1:2 scale. Everything looks really small on this deal, so it's gonna be probably, I don't know, it's probably gonna be about 2 foot tall, and well, I wouldn't say 2 foot. Let's see. This is showing actual size, so you're looking at roughly 18 inches by 10 inches. I'm sure it's probably a little different than that, what's on paper and everything, but I mean, it's still pretty good size. This thing, it's got these arms extend. It rolls on its own. You control it by app. It's AI. It listens. It is voice activated. Just all kinds of things. It's got a camera. It's got a projector, and it's got a speaker, and it makes all the R2D2 sounds. It's a pretty cool little thing. So anyways, let's dive into this. And and it's also Wi-Fi enabled, so it's I guess for us people that like the Star Wars movies, which I was let's see, I was about 8. I think I was 8 years old when the very first one came out in '77. Do the math, you'll figure out how old I am. Anyways, so this just kind of tells you, a little bit about it. And at this point in time, this is the gifts, first gift, which should be coming in my 4th box, which I should be getting in a few days. That's kind of why I'm doing this. Supposed to be getting a binder too. I don't know if it's coming with that pack or what. No clue. So anyways, that's what it is right there, and that's probably going to be my thumbnail anyways. So alright, moving on. So in the first issue, you can read through these books. Kind of tells you you know, a little bit about it, going through making the movies and whatnot, and all the different things that the R2 Arms did, and tools that he has, which we will be getting some of those. And also there's a lightsaber ejector thing up in the dome, you know. So cool little deal. You can go through all these. Then you get to the back, and right here is where it tells you what we get in this first one. So I'm just going to show you, and I've taken everything apart. So you get this, get that piece. This is the eye. Most people will know what that is anyways. And this is going to be what we're putting together today anyways. And then you get all these parts right here. So you got a projector, or I guess it kind of covers over this, and then it's behind this and everything. That's his status light, I believe is what it is. Processor state indicator lens, that's what that means. So there's that and this. These two items we're not going to use for quite a while. I'm not even to that stage yet, so you just keep them safe. Put them to the side. Then we get these three little screws, and they call them fixing screws. They don't give you a damn size, so I'm going to put them right here. They don't give you a size, they just kind of tell you use these three screws, and then we also get these 6 silver screws in this one. Alright? So it says right here, fixing screws 6, fixing screws 3. And I will tell you that and you also get a screwdriver. Now, oh, and a lead. LED cluster power lead is what that is. So, this screwdriver, it's you know, it's okay. I've got my own, and I will be using it. So, and that's what this is. So, alright, well, we'll get busy, and we're just going to put this to the side also. Not going to be doing anything with it or this. So, those items can go over here to the side. So we got these, oh, and these screws. We will not be using them either in this one. We will in the next one. So, there's that. Alright. So we'll just put them up here. And when I say next one, there's 2 issues in the first box. Alright. So this is issue 1. Okay. So basically, you can just kind of see how it goes. You got that blue piece, the lens, status indicator, or processor indicator, state indicator. Wow, it's late. Anyways, okay, so what they want you to do, take this and that. Of course, there's a square hole right there, and that's where that little plug goes in. So just going to put it in like that. Load up the screwdriver here, and yes, it is magnetized. And if you decide to do this thing, I suggest you get it magnetized because these screws are tiny. They're little bitty. Alright, there's one. Put that one in there. You don't have to tighten these things down. I, as a mechanic by trade, tend to over tighten. Well, I don't over tighten anything. I mean, I do torque things to what they're supposed to be, but usually when it's just a nut and a bolt, I will put a little extra elbow grease into it. So once you get that done, you got this lead. You got two ends. You got a big end and a small end. Well, that small end, it goes in here. And you kind of have to line it up so you can see the pins. If you can see them, they're on the bottom side of this thing. So you can see how those are on the bottom side. I think that thing will only go in one way anyways. So you just push it in there. And that's all there is. That's all there is to do. Alright. It doesn't say anything else on the back. So, alright, moving along. Here we got issue 2. We'll start on the right leg on this one. And it's telling you more about the droids and just other things that you know, and it's got everything about the movies. Anyways, you know, from the early ones, from 77 on, you know, 1977. There's C-3PO. There they are in the very first one, which was episode 4, actually. Anybody wanted to know that? Talks about chips, integrated circuit chip. I mean, there's a lot of cool info in here, especially for tech people, you know, if they like that kind of thing. Okay, so here's all the parts that we get here: stabilizer, lubricating fittings, hydraulic arm coupler and cap, hydraulic arm piston right there, hydraulic arm shaft, and then the right leg outer plate. Alright, so that's this thing here. So you got that. And we got this piece, the stabilizer. Alright, here's the lubricating parts, or points, or fittings, I guess that's what they call them. We didn't get any more screws with this pack because they all came in the first one. So, what else was there? Oh, we got this. Okay. Now this thing, it has this the hydraulic arm coupler, the cap, and then the piston. All those things need to be glued in with just some CA glue, and they've already been glued in. So here we are. As I said, I didn't start this channel until after I'd already gone through my third pack. So there's going to be a lot of things that I can dismantle, you know, and I will put together and happily do it. I mean, this is my life. That's what I do. except, you know, unless it's during a business day, whenever I'm working my 9 to 5 job, so to speak. It's actually 8:30 to 9:30, or 8:30 to 5:30 in the afternoon. That's when we close. So anyways, all right, well, so we got all these pieces. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this, and this piece here goes over here on the side, okay? And you got this little point, and it's going to go up towards the shoulder part. It's going to drop right in there. Now hold it in. You got these two holes right here. So I'm going to take a couple of these silver screws, and I can tell you this: the silver screws, they are machine screws. They go into metal. They go in there pretty easy. The black screws are for plastic. They're kind of they're not kind of self-tappers, they are self-tappers. So anytime you're going into plastic, you're using a black screw. Okay, so there's that part, and it's in there. Now, these little things, they got a little key, or a little tab, I guess. Actually, in my profession, we call it something completely different, but you know, but it kind of looks like a keyhole type of thing, right? If you can see that, I don't know if you can or not. And I'm sorry, I'm using my phone, so it's kind of hard to deal with, anyways. So I don't have the luxury of having a GoPro or a DSLR or anything like that. So I kind of have to make do with what I've got. So, and since these pieces are all metal, and there's a lot of metal in this thing, right? It's going to be quite weighty once it's all built and everything. So there's one. Okay, see how it goes in there? And the other one's got the same little thing. They're really not, really doesn't matter which one goes in which hole. They're both the same. So, and if y'all didn't hear in my shipbuilding videos, I am a small engine mechanic. Work on lawnmowers. We're actually a Gravely and a Cub dealer. So, okay, now this is where I've already glued all this stuff up. So, you know, it's showing to push, if you can, that there's a hole in this and a kind of a D-shaped shaft on here on the end of this piece. You just put a little couple drops of some CA, push them together, hold them, they'll stick. Now, excuse me, this piece, you know, so they want you to, goes into these two holes right here. Kind of a pain to hold on to because it's got them tall legs. So take a, get off me here. There we go. Alright, we're going to take one of these. Drop it down in there, see if we can't get it going straight. Yeah, there we go. Okay, got that one in. Get this one in. So you do that. Then you take this cube thing and let's see, small cap. You got to glue it down to this, down to that cap. I'm sorry, hydraulic arm coupler. There, and it's got two slots. If you can see them right there. That it just kind of sits down on there. See how the slot is in that picture. So it just kind of slides down right there. If you can see it, just kind of slides down on there, and you just put a little bit of glue on each one of those little slots, and it'll stay right there. So that's all there is. And this, for right now, just kind of sits like that, right? And that is all there is to do. You put this to the side, and then you wait a month for your next pieces. That's just kind of the way it works. That's why they call this a Partworks thing. It's a subscription deal. You get so many things. Now, excuse me, smoker's cough. The first pack has two issues, 1 and 2. The second pack will have 4 in it, which is 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and that's, you know, that's the next pack and everything. So I am going to it's 12:15. Well, I will go ahead and stop the video here, and I will upload this, and I will do you know, pack number 2, maybe tonight, I don't know, but I will put it up as soon as I can, and hope that other people don't, you know, get all whipped out of shape about, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to copy anybody, I'm just doing it. Figured it's more of a diary for me, and maybe some entertainment for you all, you know, but here we are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right.